Welcome everyone to tonight's course selection information night for Rising Juniors. We are excited to have you with us and hope that the information presented in tonight's event provides you with the information you need in order to select your child's classes for next year. My name is Kimberly Husky, and next year I will be the counselor for all students with last names beginning with M through Z. Let's get started. We have 4 goals that we want to achieve this evening. The first thing we want to do is talk about the PSAT registration for next year. Next, we will review graduation requirements. It is important to understand these requirements so you and your child can choose the correct classes, which will ensure progress towards graduation. Once we have a solid understanding of graduation requirements, we will review the process of requesting courses for the next year by going through the course selection sheet. This is a sheet that you should have been given upon check-in. Last, when the presentation concludes, you'll have the ability to walk around the building and address any questions with staff or teachers. We are here to advise and help you. At the end of the evening, if you feel comfortable completing and turning in your course selection sheet, you may turn it into the designated area by the counselor's office on your way out this evening. If you feel that you need more time to make your selections, take the form home. Your child may turn it in by April the 12th to me, their counselor. First, we will have Megan Thompson, our testing coordinator, go over PSAT registration for next year.
Good evening, everyone. Hi. Like Ms. Husky said, I'm Ms. Thompson, and I'm so thrilled to be here to talk about the PSAT. So our PSAT is a program that is for preliminary SAT. It's also our National Merit Scholarship Qualifying Test. And so since all of you in this session are rising juniors, this is your opportunity to take the PSAT as the National Merit Scholarship Qualifying Test. So the 11th grade year is the big year for that qualifying test. It measures what you learn in high school, what you need to succeed in college, and your AP course potential. The National Merit Scholarship Program, by the numbers, you'll see that over 1.6 million students around the whole United States enter by taking the PSAT NMSQT in the fall. And then we have some different levels of recognition that you can receive according to your PSAT NMSQT score. But the big one that we always shoot for at Eastham High School is the finalist level. And so nationally, we have an average of 15,000 students out of that 1.6 million that make it to that level. And in the 2019 school year, we are so proud to announce that we have 2 National Merit Student finalists. And in 2018, we had 1 National Merit finalist. So hopefully next year, we will continue to grow our National Merit program. So the timeline, just so you have an idea of what this looks like, all of our sophomores last year, so that's everybody that's here, took the PSAT as a sophomore. So that was kind of your practice round in October 2018. Your scores were released and sent home through your homeroom teacher in December. And now we're in April. So this is your invitation. So this is for the students who scored in the 60th percentile on the test that we took in October. You will be getting an email from me next week inviting you to sign up for the PSAT next fall. The reason why we do it on invitation basis is this test is not free. This test is a highly competitive test, and so we recommend that only students who scored in the 60th percentile take it in their junior year. If you're invited and do decide to sign up, and I'll talk about how you do that this year, or tonight, you will need to start preparing for the PSAT NMSQT this summer. We do have the released items, so the released booklet of the actual test that every sophomore took in the building. So if you are a student that signs up for this exam, I highly, highly recommend that you come talk to me before school or after school, students, to pick up your test booklet so that you can begin reviewing each question with your score sheet, which one you got right, which ones you got wrong. And then the big day, so if you do decide to sign up, will be in fall 2019. That's going to be in October. You will take the test as a junior. This is the only qualifying test for the program, so there's no other opportunity except the test that we are talking about signing up for tonight to qualify for this program. And then in December is when you would expect to receive the scores from the fall test. September 2020 is when program recognition begins, and then it will be your senior year before you hear if you're a National Merit finalist. So who should take the PSAT? As I mentioned, it is a highly competitive exam, so we recommend only rising 11th graders who receive that invitation email from me, Miss Megan Thompson, sign up to take the test. When it is offered, so the test date has already been set by College Board. It is on Wednesday, October 10th, and there will be no makeup day. That is per College Board policy. So if you sign up and pay, that is your one shot. How do you sign up? Like I've mentioned a couple times, you will receive an email invite, and you will have the opportunity in that email. There will be a live link that you can click on that will take you to the form to sign up and pay. It includes a $17 test fee. If you qualify for free and reduced lunch, there's going to be 2 links in the email. One for signing up for standard pricing, and then one for free and reduced lunch. So if you already know that your student is free and reduced lunch, please make sure that you click on the free and reduced lunch link, and then we'll be able to verify and get them a waiver. Waivers are only available for juniors taking the PSAT, no other grade. The registration deadline is Friday, May 3rd, so you do have a little bit of a time to consider this, talk it over with your family, talk it over with your teachers, and if you need to come talk to me, definitely feel free to do that before making your decision, because I do know that this is not only a monetary commitment, but this is also a time commitment in the summer to prepare independently on your own for success on this test. Another big thing we want to make sure everyone knows is that if your student currently receives testing accommodations via their 504 plan or IEP, we must receive a signed consent form, which is available on the registration form in the email, by May 23rd to submit their accommodations request and order the accommodated exam for them. So a few deadlines approaching in May. Once again, I'm Miss Thompson. Thank you for your time tonight. If you have any questions, I will be around. And if you can't catch me in person, my email is on the screen, so feel free to reference that, and I'm happy to help you. So at this time, I'm going to turn it back over to Miss Husky to continue the conversation about picking your courses for next year. Thank you.
Okay, so the next goal for us tonight is to review eSTEM graduation requirements. The state of Arkansas requires 22 credits for SmartCore. However, eSTEM requires an additional 4 credits for a total of 26 credits for graduation. To graduate, students must have 4 credits in English, 4 credits in math, 3 credits in social studies, 3 credits in science, 6 career focus credits, and 2 other credits. The oral comm, fine art, health and safety, and PE, and the eSTEM diploma requires you have 4 extra credits, 2 years of a consecutive foreign language, and 2 STEM courses. It is important to note that a computer science course may not simultaneously count for both math and science credits. It may count as one or the other, or an elective if the student has already accumulated enough math and science credits. Like we mentioned, eSTEM requires an additional 4 credits for a total of 26 credits. As you know, our eSTEM motto is college ready, career ready, world ready. In order to be truly world ready, we believe that students must have exposure to a foreign language. Therefore, we require 2 consecutive years of the same foreign language. Additionally, since we are a STEM school, we require 2 additional years of STEM courses. Because our students traditionally complete the SmartCore science track in 10th grade with chemistry, their science courses in both 11th and 12th grade satisfy the STEM requirements. So our next goal is to review the process by which student requests classes. The process of selecting courses is a very important one, not only for the student but for the school. We make a diligent effort to ensure that students are able to take all the courses that they request. However, it is impossible to guarantee that every student will receive every class that he or she has requested. There are several reasons for this. 1, a student may have requested 2 classes that end up being offered at the same time. 2, a class is canceled due to the lack of interest. Or 3, the class is full. This can happen when either scenario 1 or scenario 2 occurs and a student's alternate course was full. When students cannot be matched to a requested course, we select a course for them that align with the student's skill level and maintain progress towards graduation. At this time, please get out your course selection sheet. The following slide breaks up the course selection sheet by department so we can focus on each section at a time. You'll notice just by glancing at the form that several classes have already been marked for your child. An academic advisor, me, has already reviewed your child's transcript to see what classes they need in order to satisfy their graduation requirements. Additionally, I have reviewed previous test scores and other data to determine the appropriate level of these courses to ensure your child's academic success. If you are a rising junior, you will need to take a full course load, which is 7 courses. So tonight, all you need to do is mark the remaining courses that you want to take until you have a total of 7 courses on your course selection form. Please be sure to pay attention to whether your course selections are a full year, 1 credit, or a half a year, a half a credit, as your child will need to pick 2 half-credit courses to equal a full year. For students who lack their health credit, I placed a note at the bottom of your sheet noting that you will need a half-credit course to take the semester opposite of health. To select courses, just make a check under the check column beside the course you wish to request. Also, write an A beside one alternate class that could potentially be a substitute for one of the electives you have required in the event that you don't get put in one of those classes you have requested. You'll also notice that some courses have CC in parentheses beside them. That means that we anticipate the class will count for concurrent credit for qualifying students who pay their respective fees. We will talk about concurrent eligibility later in the presentation. Also, you'll notice that some classes begin with DL. This means that these courses will be offered in the digital lab. If you see AP beside a course, here's what that means. AP stands for Advanced Placement, and that is a program created by College Board which offers rigorous high-level curriculum and examinations for high school students. AP semester grades are weighted, provided the student completes and passes the entire class and takes the AP test. For example, a student making an A in an AP course will earn 5 points towards his or her GPA in lieu of the regular 4 points. Many colleges will award college credit based on students' AP scores. These cutoff scores vary by college, so it's best to check with the college you plan to attend in order to understand transferring AP passing scores for college credit. For each AP course, the student can expect to spend a substantial amount of time each day reading and doing their homework. Many of the classes that we offer can be taken for concurrent credit. Concurrent credit allows students to simultaneously earn college credit and high school credit by taking academically challenging college-level curriculum. These courses are taught by college-approved high school instructors and cost a fraction of typical college fees. To be eligible for concurrent credit courses, students must meet the following criteria: achieve a minimum overall high school GPA of 2.5, hold a qualifying ACT score of a composite 21, math 21, reading 19, and English 19, or a qualifying AccuPlacer score, reading 86, writing 83, and math 80. If you're interested in learning more about concurrent credit, please see Stacy Thompson, our concurrent credit coordinator. Now to selecting your courses. Let's start with English. All students must have 4 credits of English to graduate. You'll notice that there are now 3 different levels to English 11 and English 12, and your advisor has already marked the recommended level for you. The first level is General English, then there's a new level, English for concurrent credit. Last, there is the same AP concurrent credit class, English class, that we currently have. The difference between AP and concurrent credit English and English just for concurrent credit is that the English class that's just for concurrent doesn't include AP work or the weighted credit. This allows students the option of taking a college-level course and receiving college credit without the additional pressure of rigorous AP work. Last, if you need Oral Comm, the class that you need for that has been marked for you. If you've already taken this course, please don't mark it again. Let's move on to math. Your advisor has already marked the next course in your math progression. Remember, students must take a 4th math above Algebra 2, so your advisor has reviewed your test scores and marked that recommended course for you. Also, it is worth mentioning that the additional math credits over the required 4 count as career credit focus credits. Moving on to science. Because STEM offers physical science in 8th grade, our students are ahead of others in the state and subsequently have more science options as juniors and seniors. Once students have completed chemistry, they may choose science courses that align with their skill levels and interests. Please note that AP Science courses are extremely rigorous and should only be taken by students who understand the demands these courses will place on their time. Any science above chemistry will count as career focus. Next, social studies. Rising sophomores must take world history and rising juniors must take U.S. history. Your academic advisor has marked the recommended course and level for you. Students should be able to complete their social studies requirements at the end of their junior year. Moving on to PE and health. If you need PE and health to graduate, it's already been marked for you by your advisor. If you've already taken it, please do not mark it again. Moving on to foreign language. Like we discussed earlier, students must have 2 consecutive years of the same foreign language for ESTEM graduation requirements. For SMART core purposes, all foreign language courses will count towards career focus. We offer Spanish and Chinese courses. However, students may elect to take other languages taught in the digital lab through Virtual Arkansas. Once students complete their 2 years of a foreign language, they may elect to either continue with that language's next course progression or select other electives. Next, to fine arts. We offer year-long fine arts courses, and the first semester of your fine art class satisfies your fine art graduation credit. The second semester and any subsequent fine art class counts as a career focus. Please note that you must have prior approval from Ms. King to be admitted into AP art courses. Other electives. All courses in this section can count as career focus. Here are a couple of things to keep in mind as you review this section. Computer science can count as the 4th math, 4th science, or career focus, but not all 3. Any junior who requests AP seminar will automatically be enrolled in AP research their senior year. Students completing both courses will receive the AP capstone certificate. Turn your sheet over and let's review the back page. Again, DL means that we anticipate that this course will be offered digitally. Students take digital lab classes online from Virtual Arkansas in our computer lab. These classes are virtually taught by different teachers around the state and are not employed by eSTEM. A facilitator oversees students in the computer lab. It is not uncommon for these digital lab classes to be modified or canceled. Therefore, please understand that if you mark one of these classes, there's a possibility that the class may not make and you'll be enrolled in another course. Due to the nature of digital lab courses, it is imperative that students selecting these classes be self-motivated and strong, independent workers, as they won't have access to a live teacher. If you choose a half-credit course, make sure that you take another half-credit course to make it a full credit. This year will be our first year partnering with the University of Arkansas at Pulaski Tech. If you have another sheet attached to your course selection sheet, that means you qualify to attend classes at their campus. All you need to do is select the time, morning or afternoon, for the program you want to attend. For example, if you want to do the collision repair program, you need to circle one of the time slots, 8 p.m. If you have another sheet attached to your course selection sheet, that means you qualify to attend classes at the University of Arkansas at Pulaski Tech. All you need to do is to select the time, morning or afternoon, for the program you want to attend. For example, if you want to do the collision repair program, you need to circle one of the time slots, 8 o'clock to 11 or 12 to 3. The last part of the form is the signature section. Your advisor has already signed or initialed their name. Students, please be aware that you must have your parents sign this form before you turn it in. Again, you can turn this form in tonight if you're ready, or you may wait and turn it into the counselor's office this Friday, April the 12th. Last, we want to conclude our presentation about selecting courses, and at this time you are free to speak to teachers, staff to seek advice or ask questions. At the end of the night, you may turn in your course selection sheet to the table beside the counselor's office on your way out. If you need more time, your student may turn the form into me by April the 12th. If you have questions for a specific faculty member, please see the following list for teachers, courses they teach, and their location. We appreciate everyone for coming out tonight. Let's finish the year strong and get ready for junior year. Thank you.